What's going on, guys? Thanks for joining us. Another episode of Royally Fucked, where we check out this week's books that are on FOC. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate it. I see you, Mr. Baker, in chat already at 8:22 a.m.
Nice timestamp. Love
it. Right?
Love it.
Mr. Dan De La Torre at 9:03 Pacific. And go ahead and just highlight this comment real quick from Mr. Baker. Today, Monday, Thursday, is Kingpin Celebration Week. Yes, it is. 2-year anniversary show on Monday. And the Halloween show.
Halloween special.
Right, exactly.
I love it. So good. Shout out Marvel for that, man. You fucking killed it with that.
Right? That's perfect.
Yeah. Right, man? It's pretty good.
Phil, happy Saturday, man.
Hey.
Appreciate you joining us. All right, guys. We're going to go ahead and jump right into it because we've got a fuck ton of slides this week. So,
yeah, we do.
We'll just go ahead and bring it up here and start it right off. Superman Lost number 8, the Segovia variant. This is a nice cover. Marvell, what's up? What's going on with this one?
I just kind of like the cover. I like that kind of anime style, that brightness. So I don't know what's going on in the book. I'm not reading it, but...
Oh, okay, fair enough.
It's a sweet cover. I take it, man. Yeah.
That's actually why I asked Marvell what was going on with it, because I'm not reading it either. So, Sheik, are you reading this one by any chance?
So I started reading that one, but for whatever reason, Christopher Priest, he likes to do a lot of like a different kind of storytelling, different structure and everything, sometimes even unstructured. So yeah, I started like with the first 4 issues and then I dropped it, but I'm not going to pick this up. This cover did catch my eye, but I'm still going to pass because I don't understand what the fuck is going on in that book.
Fair enough. All right. Well, first one's covered by. Nice. I like it. I'm probably going to grab it. All right. Next up, we got G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero, number 1. You did not hear me incorrectly. That's right. It is G.I. Joe number 1, a reprint of the original, but this is with Larry Hama's unedited script. So I imagine maybe we're going to get an F-bomb or 2. Some shit like that. Like, I don't know what they're changing about it exactly, but I mean, I guess I'm going to grab it. I'm going to check it out. So what do you guys think?
Fuck, man. I don't know, man. It's a marketing scheme. This is just another reprint. If you want to blow your money on it, blow your money on it. That's just me. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Collect what you like, man. But this is going to be a pass for me.
All right. Well, let me. So what they did with this, actually, I do kind of like. Shop, what's going on? They have, like, this cover that obviously represents the. Actually, no. I think Marvel, is that the B cover there?
No. So that's the A cover, and then there's
that is the A. Okay.
There's a B cover, yeah.
There is. The B cover's got Cobra doing it. So
yeah, they have Cobra for the other one. Yeah,
that's dope. I got to grab that one for sure. I'm probably gonna grab both of them, to be honest.
No, dude, the story's a bit different. Director's cut. Okay, if it's a director's cut, then it's different. If it's just a straight up reprint facsimile, I'm out.
There's gonna be some changes. So
all right.
We'll see. All right, we got Spider-Woman number 1. She's getting a new series. This is the 1 in 25 by Philippe Masafera. Dope cover, and we are getting a new character. It looks like they're going to be part of, like, I don't necessarily know if they're going to be part of the Serpent Society, but they could definitely fit right in with them. But it does say this is going to be a pretty serious new foe for Spider-Woman. So,
You said this was a mini?
I'm not sure, but I mean, let's be honest. It's Spider-Woman, so yeah. It's a fucking...
It's not going to last too long, yeah.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I tend to grab the Spider-Woman comics because I find that usually they tend to actually be underrated reads, to be honest. They're usually not bad. And they almost always have some pretty good covers. So, I tend to grab them. But yeah, they usually don't last very long. So It is what it is. Are you guys picking this up at all?
I do like the 1 in 25. To answer Dude's question, they are doing a few 3-issue miniseries for the Gang War. So there's this one. I think there's the Luke Cage one, and then the Deadly Hands of Kung Fu one for Shang-Chi,
Okay.
and then I think the Thunderbolts as well. So just like little quick reads, kind of probably not really big overall, but yeah, still a decent read. I'm kind of surprised they didn't use this as a launch point for an ongoing series or
Right.
Honestly.
afterwards. Yeah.
If you guys haven't seen, Shop is doing the Shopverse, guys. He does some fantastic characters for everybody. He's even got most of the Kingpins on there. Pretty good job, honestly. So, like you see down there, if you want a chance to turn into Werewolf by Night or Hellboy in the Shopverse, head to his IG, man.
Right. Nice. Yeah, he does kill it with those characters.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Man, they're
We
great.
appreciate you, man.
Oh yeah. Yeah, she is an underrated character. Although I feel like, I don't know. I tend to enjoy her stuff more when she stands on her own. Like, she doesn't necessarily need to be part of the Spider-Verse because that's not how she originated. But man, they really want to fucking insert her into the Spider-Verse as much as they can. Whatever.
Which, if you read the last series from 2020 or 2021, I didn't realize how like overarching she is without the Spider-Verse, like all that stuff with what was it, like Secret Empire, like her being like related to Hydra and stuff like that. So she has good stories that aren't just whatever's going on in New York City with Spider-Man. Like, it's very beyond that type of thing. So I kind of enjoy it.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. She's very, very capable of standing on her own, but they don't use it that way anymore very much. So, yeah, it is what it is. All right. Next up, we've got Marvel Superhero Secret War. That goddamn car alarm again. They got this car alarm that's been going off all morning. You could probably hear it a little bit in the background. Dude says that he could hear it earlier, so please don't mind that. It's been going off all morning, so whatever. All right, next up we've got Marvel Superheroes Secret Wars Battle World #1. This is the Stegman homage, and it is set in the original story. So, I mean, it's one of those things. I don't know, man. Like, these series,
Fill in the blanks.
I don't necessarily mind a series that goes back and tells like an untold tale or something like that,
Yeah.
But it usually feels like, okay, well, we know how this shit's gonna fucking play out in the end anyway.
Exactly.
So there's not a whole lot of consequence to it.
Yeah.
So, using it every now and then, that's one thing. It makes sense, but they've been pumping out a lot of these fucking series that, take place back in time. You know what I mean?
So,
in prior time.
My question is, are they using this to kind of mainstream and realign what's going on in Secret Wars with their vision for the MCU eventually? Because they're saying, taking the solicitations for this, they're mentioning, a couple different characters that we haven't seen in the original Secret Wars and their stories and stuff like that. I don't know. It just seems a little
it's very
coincidental.
Right? Yeah, it's definitely possible. I could see him going that route.
That story was set, as they said, 40 years ago. So really, like, I don't think that you can really change much. I think it's just going to be, here it is, and then that's it. And it's really the cash grab. They just announced they're doing a facsimile reprint of every issue, 1 through 12. So I'm like,
and the Spider-Man issues too.
Yes, 252 and whatever the other one was. Well, maybe not the team up one, but 252 for sure.
No, they're doing. I think they're doing all 12 of them. They're doing all 12.
Yeah, all 12 and plus a foil one. So it's kind of
damn.
Wow.
It is definitely a cash grab.
Yeah, I'm glad you said it because that's how I felt too. Cash grabby. Covers are all kind of lazy too. I know it's like a homage thing, but I don't know. I'll see what people say when it comes out. But yeah, I'm not gonna pre-order this.
Yeah, I don't think it's one that I'm gonna be too huge on, but we'll see. All right. Next up, Miles Morales, Spider-Man number 12.
Ooh.
This is a prelude to the gang war event, and I think it kind of alluded to maybe a possible first appearance in this one, if I remember correctly, Marvel.
They did. They said the new foe was chasing Spider-Man type of thing, but I don't know if they meant like Peter Parker Spider-Man or if they meant Miles Morales Spider-Man. But
Yeah, they weren't very clear.
Mm-hmm.
So.
But yeah, the new big foe that's going on with for gang war, I'm sure they'll introduce. So yeah, nice little tie-in. Honestly, other than the cover, I just think it's a great cover, just kind of very simplistic. It looks perfect for, a signature or a remark and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Might be a tough 9/8 though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Those solid colors always are for some reason.
Dope cover.
Right. What do we got next? Plot holes number 4. This is the Trunic variant, and I have not been following this series, so I'm gonna have to let Marvel tell us a little bit about this one if you've been following it.
I have not. This is kind of just like a cover buy for me. I do
Gotcha.
know the artist.
Dope.
He did some covers with oh my god, Astrobots. So yeah, that nice Gundam, mecha inspired type of cover. Really fantastic artwork. So yeah, it'd be just a little cover buy.
Yeah, it does. It looks exactly like them.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
And stuff shit. Well, I'm gonna grab it. Not reading plot holes, but I'm gonna grab this issue. Right. Next up, we've got Captain Marvel number 2. This is the Sway variant. First cover appearance of Yuna Yang right there. And there's actually a couple other really good covers for this one. I think there's a Aja Curry cover, and I believe there's a Wernick cover.
Mm-hmm.
They're also pretty nice for Captain Marvel number 2. So, got a few of them that you can possibly choose from. But this is the first cover appearance of Yuna. So,
who is Yuna?
A new character, as always.
Exactly.
She seems kind of poised like a thief, almost in that kind of Black Cat. She's not really a villain. She's like the kind of like an anti-hero, but
okay.
I mean, staying potential, who really knows? But it's a great cover regardless. So
yeah, this would just be a cover buy if anything. I agree.
Yeah, I mean, there could be some potential there. Is she one of the? I haven't read the first issue of Captain Marvel yet. Is she one of those characters that plays into like the cosmic side of stuff, or is she more like Earthbound? She
does seem like a street level type of thief. I don't even think the first one's out yet. I think it comes out like this week.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah,
it's kind of one of those, get on it before everybody else does type of thing. So yeah, we'll see. Because I mean, her first appearance might even be a cameo, so you might get a full appearance and a first cover double hit with this. So who knows?
Yeah, true. Kenneth, what's going on? Good morning. All right. Next up, we've got Big Game number 5. This is the final issue of the Millar World crossover series where he's been crossing over all of his stuff. It's been pretty good so far, man. I've been on board with it. It feels like they're gonna wrap up a lot really quick though, because I mean, it feels like there's still a lot left to resolve after last season. But
definitely. I mean, other than the read, that's why I kind of put it on here. I've been loving it so far. It makes me want to, go on that whole binge read and read everything by him with all the. I haven't read any of the Magic Order stuff and the Chrononaut stuff, but yeah, like I've been really enjoying it. They gave a nice little twist, so it kind of became a little predictable of where they're going. So how they end it is kind of how we'll
time travel.
Kind of what we'll see.
Time travel. We got to bring back everyone we killed for the most part.
Yeah.
We killed off way too many people, way too many properties, and they're never going to let that shit last. You know that. So, I got to fix that. Are any Sheik, you guys on this at all?
No, I didn't hop on this series. It's something that I'll probably just pick up in a trade and give it a read. But yeah, I haven't read it yet.
All right.
I'm telling you, start with Wanted
Yeah,
and
same.
Nemesis and Nemesis Reloaded, and yeah, you'll be hooked at like the shit that Mark Millar will put into a
Yeah.
book. Like
Yeah, all right.
massive, like it's super fucked up shit. You'll love
Fuck
it.
yeah.
It's The Boys. It's basically like The Boys.
Perfect.
There is a lot of similarities.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I'll probably check it out on trade or yes, at some point like that because I feel like a lot of people here in my local area pre-ordered the series because they were hyped for it. So yeah, I'll probably check. I do like Pepe Larraz a lot, so I didn't notice he was doing the art on the book.
And I like that on the cover there, it looks like the Magic Order is finally fucking getting involved in this shit because they've been sitting on the sidelines for the whole goddamn thing. All right. Oh, Jesus Christ.
He's
I
not
mean-
wrong. He's not wrong.
Yeah.
But I got some disappointing news this week, bud. Sorry. There ain't no Power Rangers this week.
No, not this week. But we've got some My Little Pony for you.
Oh, perfect.
Camp Big Hoof. Yeah, number 5 there. This is Justice Suda, 1 in 25. The Always Sunny in Philadelphia homage sort of thing they got going on there. And
know
we
where
were
it was
talking
on.
about this one a little bit backstage. I mean, I obviously they did the one with Sonic and Darkwing Duck here recently, which I like both of those a lot more than this one. This one's okay.
Yeah,
but
It's the fact that this is a 1 in 25 that bothers me, man.
well, that's part of it.
Nobody's gonna pay that price for this, especially for
If
a
it
My
was-
Little Pony.
If it was a 1 in 10, maybe, but yeah, like I kind of looked at it. I'm like, oh, like I only picked it up only because of the pose of the pony.
Mhm.
I'm the one who picked this, by the way. Other than that, like it's not the strongest kind of reference, but I get where they're going. I had a look just randomly online, and it's going for $68 Canadian already.
No way.
Bro, bronies,
Oh, yeah.
bronies are hardcore, dude. You
Yo,
don't know
and-
that.
and-
Yeah, man.
It'll
And not only that-
fucking go up a lot. Watch, it'll go up a lot after fucking it comes out too, like because people don't know about it. So whenever
And also
it comes
that,
out,
like, who, like, let's be real. Even a 1 in 10, who's getting that? Who's getting a 1 in
Exactly.
25?
Yeah,
it's gonna
with
be
no
so
exclusive?
low.
It's gonna be so rare.
Damn.
Yeah.
So I mean, it would be worth it. Like if you're at your shop and they happen to have a copy or for some fucking reason, sure, absolutely, I would grab it.
Fucked.
But yeah, man, I'm not gonna go ahead and pre-order this one or anything like that.
Well, I'm good.
All right. Next up, we've got the Incredible Hulk number 6, the Mr. Garson, the collage variant, and we get the first appearance of I think it said a zombie Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
I'm down for it.
How in the fuck
Yeah.
do we just explain a zombie Ghost Rider to me? Because I already thought the motherfucker was dead to begin with, right?
Right?
Or like a demon, or I mean, a skeleton. Like, how do you zombify that exactly?
Oh, Phil, I
We
love
can't
it,
go with
man.
reanimation because it's already been fucking reanimated, right? So
Yeah. I'm just happy with this cover. I mentioned this backstage quickly to Face before everybody hopped on. Garson has done a Hulk collage variant before. He did it for
Yes.
Immortal Hulk 40, I think it was.
something like that. Yeah.
And something like that. But I'm glad he took a different take on it this time. He used the older kind of style Hulk and just did it a lot different than originally. So I'm happy about that. And who doesn't like a good Garson cover? I know I'm picking it up. I try to get every Garson cover. So yeah, I'm there for it.
Mhm,
I agree.
Absolutely. Dude, did you catch on Garson's Instagram? He's doing a Miles Morales one.
Oh, really?
No, I'll check it out right now though.
Oh, snap.
No, this was a few days ago. I'll send in the chat, but it looks pretty fucking cool already.
Damn. So I
Yeah.
find whenever he posts them on his Instagram, you got to give him like four to 6 months, and then
Yeah.
like, I saw the Black Panther one that he did for the Black Panther series, and that was posted like 5 months ago.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So we will see it. Just when.
Yeah, which makes sense. I mean, he is doing it by hand. It's going to take a while.
Yeah.
Oh shit, eh?
Yep.
Okay, this is gonna be
Dan,
dope.
have a good class, man. We appreciate you.
Take care, man.
Yes, sir.
We'll
You
see
are
you
on
on
Monday, sir. We
Oh,
will
yeah,
see you
yeah.
Monday. It's going to be a good time.
We're gonna put out another promo on the Kingpins IG, guys. Make sure you check that out. It's our 2-year anniversary. We wanted to do it this Monday coming, just so more people were available. We could have some guests on. We do have tons of giveaways. I know Dan said he was contributing something to the giveaway there, and we have a couple others. And I'm going to pull some stuff out of some boxes. And guys, it's just going to be a fun show. If you've been a part of it before, you know what to expect.
We're gonna have some guests. We're gonna have some kingpins that aren't generally able to make the show because of scheduling conflicts lately. You know, obviously BC Hyper's gonna be hopping back on. We're trying to get Keys, but that motherfucker is MIA.
Man, yeah, the man of mystery.
Like, I don't know what's going on with Keys. We gotta get him back somehow.
Yeah.
But all right, what's next? We've got I love this cover, man. X-Men Blue Origins #1, the EM Gist variant. This is open order too. Gist kills it every time. And I guess an origin story for Nightcrawler, definitive, because
I hate that.
I mean, it has been questionable in the past, like what exactly his origin is, how but
it's the definitive origin until the next definitive origin comes out, right?
Exactly.
How many origins do we need? Again, I look at this as a marketing scheme just to try to get you, it's his origin, right? And then you're going to change it in a couple of years from now and add something else, a little twist to it. I don't know. I'll read it digitally, see what's going on, but I don't know.
You know what? That's a good question, Dan. That's a good question. He might have.
Like Fat Joe these days.
Maybe that's what it is. We'll have to find out.
A good cover, though. Really good cover.
Yeah, it's a great cover.
It is a nice cover.
Yeah, I just love the different silhouettes in the background. It's like very like espionage kind of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cy Spurrier, I'm very hit and miss, more miss with him.
Okay.
I do try to give his stuff, a solid shot, but I think usually by the second or third issue, it's kind of lost me. So I'm hopeful for this, but also I don't care for the uncanny Nightcrawler or whatever they're calling him. Yeah. So I was kind of hoping they would do that, 4-issue series or whatever, and then get rid of it. But I see Nightcrawler is still acting as Spider-Man, so I guess that's his definitive origin now, that he's going to be Spider-Man or something.
Well, no, I think I mean, they're just doing that. He's like just posing as a spider variant because mutant, right? If I remember it correctly. So I feel like they will end that shit at some point when they kind of involve the whole Fall of X stuff. But I mean, I don't know. Like the stuff that they've been doing on like the Nightcrawler side, and the other one that hasn't really been resonating as much with me is like the Realm of X, where they're doing like what is it, Otherworld or whatever the fuck it is.
Oh, with all the women, like Typhoid Mary, Magic.
I think the one with it's the one with Saturnine. She's in it and shit like that. So it might be that one. Yeah. I can't remember. But yeah, those two haven't been resonating with me as much. But Fall of X has been pretty good otherwise. So. All right. Now we'll get into these. Harley Quinn. This one is Harley Quinn 34. And we picked this one because obviously it's the fucking dopest because you're getting the Art Germ holiday card variant. It's got some perforations there. You can actually take the card off and use it as a Christmas card if you want, which apparently people do. I didn't know that was a thing, but all right.
Well, when it's not that shitty Marvel paper, you actually can use it and it'll hold up, right?
That's true.
I love the cover, but I hate that they originally posted it as like portrait style, and now that it's like landscape, and that you can actually turn it into a card. I don't love it anymore. Like I honestly wish it was the full like image on the cover and then like an insert holiday card or something like that, rather than like here, like cut your book up. Okay, great, because books aren't
Right.
expensive enough. You want me to cut it up now?
No, it makes sense
Yeah.
because now you got to buy two.
Yeah, I do like the covers. I do wish they made it an insert, but I also like the idea of like actually using it as a card. The only reason is like dude said, like the card stock is really good for DC.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it actually we feel like a nice card. Like I feel like most nice cards are like $3 to $5 anyway. So like
Yeah,
I'm
you like
getting,
that postcard kind of thickness to it.
Yeah.
yeah. So I
Yeah.
get a comic too. Like it's not, I don't see it as a huge deal, but yeah, I do agree. Like the covers are really nice. Like many of these Christmas holiday card covers are really nice, and if
And
they,
there are several.
yeah, there are several. If they made them inserts, like I feel like that would have been way better because then you could at least take the card out and keep the cover for what it is.
Yeah.
I will say though, there's one for Poison Ivy, and I looked at that one because I was really hopeful. I was like, all right, we're getting a Poison Ivy one too, so it should be like the fucking the Harley. It's gonna be dope as shit. No, that motherfucker horrible.
The Batman one with Dan Mora is really nice.
yeah, the Batman one's good. But there are several. So definitely want to take a look at those.
I actually didn't mind the Harley, the Poison Ivy one. I like that painted kind of style, but yeah, it was definitely it was a little divisive.
Yeah, it didn't hit for me. But
not as a holiday card. If it was just a regular cover or something like that, then yeah.
Yeah, that would make sense. But I didn't see anything holiday in it. It didn't look Christmas to me.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just a Poison Ivy thing, right? Like that's all it is. All the rest of them look at least holiday-ish for the most part. So. All right. Next up, we've got Animal Pound. This is going to be an ash can, so it's not actually, I guess, the first issue. You're just getting like a bit of a preview and, some behind the scenes stuff. Tom King is doing, I guess, a different take on Animal Farm. I think it's Animal Farm, right?
Okay, I was wondering what this was. Yeah, I wasn't too
that is
sure either there, Baker, if it had something to do with stray dogs.
No.
But no, that was Image too. Yeah.
Although it's not necessarily a bad idea.
It's not.
I'm gonna go ahead and check this out, but I feel like haven't we already done this? And matter of fact, wasn't there a series that's doing basically the same shit like right now? From like Mad Cave or something like that. I forget.
Yeah, it came out not too long ago, didn't it?
Yeah, I forget what it's called. I remember there was like a foil cover for the #1 issue or whatever.
Animal Castle, Animal Farm,
Animal Castle, or something.
And was it Castle? Yeah, Castle.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good. So. I mean, okay. I guess we're getting another.
How many iterations do we need, though?
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Or even have this kind of same idea of animals rising against humans, stuff like that. Like, yeah, it's a pass. And and to me, like, I don't like the idea that they're openly selling ash cans. Like, I thought ash cans were like promotional items. Like, you're paying for a promo and you're paying for less paper. Like, to me, like
they used to be free. Like they used to be giveaways.
Yeah, exactly. And now you're putting like a price tag onto it. Like that's no.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it works. People grab them, so I actually grab them a lot of the times. I ain't gonna lie. I probably grab this one. I don't know. We'll see if it strikes me when I'm at the shop. All right. Next up, I'm going to be honest, guys. This book right here, and I'm glad you're on for this sheet, because this book right here is absolutely the book that I am most excited about this week. I am most excited
about it.
Can I
ask why?
Yes. I've been looking forward to this for a while. It's Outsiders is a dope concept, but for once it's not Batman. Like I think Kane needs a book like for her to be in. This makes sense reading the solicit. Oh, but I've seen like I know the writers, like I've read a few things they've written. I've seen that the reception at Marvel is like so. Like some people like their Guardians books, some people don't. But I've read some of all their DC shit, like Batman Beyond. They did the Clayface, the One Bad Day. So like all that shit, and then so I read those and I really like them. I think they have a good voice at DC. I think this is like the perfect corner of DC right now that people, especially like most general readers, like don't know shit about. And I saw in the second issue they're introducing a new Challengers of the Unknown. So it's like it's just like a really good thing for people who love DC, but I think also for people who want something different, like they want a book that's not like every other book out there. This is going to be that.
Okay. And I mean, that's the thing. That's exactly where they got me with this book. Like you read the little solicitation there, and I pulled the line out of it. It's Outsiders is the return of comic book archaeology, digging into all the forgotten corners of the DC universe. And that's just a dope, fucking really fun concept for me. Like, because, I mean, there's so much shit in like the DC universe and like the Marvel universe that they really kind of just glance over at times that they could really dig into with a book like this. So I think this could be a really fun book. Like, I don't know a whole lot about the writers and everything like that, so I'm still waiting to see how it turns out. But the concept in itself got me very excited. I am definitely on board for this.
This will be like Hawkman, like a few years ago, where it'll probably get critical acclaim, but like nobody will read it. You know what I mean? So it'll go on for a bit, but like no one will read it.
Yeah, the fucking Vendetti Hawkman. Yeah,
exactly.
But,
wait, who's the writer on this? Do you know?
The Kelly and Lansing.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
yeah. Kelly Lansing's
so
been
reassuring.
me too. So I'm not gonna lie, but the DC stuff I agree with Sheik. It's been pretty good. So
like read their Batman Beyond. It's really good.
Exactly.
Like, really like some of the best Batman Beyond ever written. Like genuinely that good. Like it's and they even like their whole aesthetic approach to the book is new. So like they make it look like, I can't explain it. It's more like cyberpunky than ever. It really works. Like it's the kind of thing that's very innovative in my opinion, that you're kind of surprised like they haven't done that before.
No, I agree. I've liked Lansing over at DC much better than Marvel for sure. But we'll see. All right. Now we've got Speed Force #1 from DC. It did say something about some possible new threats, so maybe we're gonna get some potential first appearances.
I pre-ordered this. I pre-ordered it. This has Daniele Di Nicuolo doing the art, man. Like
exactly. You can't go wrong with that.
But like the Superboy is gonna be in here too. So if you're like a Superboy fan, like Connell, yeah, he's gonna be in the book because his series just ended, and they said that he's gonna be in this, and he's in the cover for #2.
Yeah.
But like, man, I love these two characters, these like Avery Ho and Wallace, and I don't think they get enough like of their own individual spotlight. So I think this is actually like a really good idea from DC.
Who's that guy in the purple? I've never even heard of him.
Yeah, that's a woman. Yeah.
Yeah, she's a female for life, basically.
Oh shit! No idea.
Yeah. And I mean, Dinicuolo doing the art. That's one of the things that stood out to me right there, because like Seven Secrets, the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers art that Dinicuolo has been doing, fucking fantastic. So, all right. Okay. Next up, we've got Vigil #6. This is the cover B by Malavia, and Metahuman Group Vigil seems to have added a 5th member to the group. Identity unknown, powers unknown, and
Malavia is one to watch, bro. This dude's really fucking good. Like every cover he puts out is a banger, and like nobody talks about him.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, it is coming to an end, so I'm not really sure where they're gonna go with all this. But I'll say the 3 series that started up coming out of the Lazarus Planet have all been really good. So hopefully we'll get to see more of the Vigil and Spirit World and City Boy. So I feel like we'll definitely see more City Boy. Showing up everywhere.
I just read City Boy #5. He's really getting himself like really connected to a lot of the DC characters. He's mixed it up with Superman, Swamp Thing,
Yep.
like members of the Justice League, Nightwing, stuff like that. It's
Mhm.
interesting. The Vigil, I'm kind of dropping off on it. It's kind of getting a little too convoluted, which is kind of a Ram V thing sometimes. So yeah, it's a great cover, but yeah, the series has kind of fallen off for me a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I said, it's coming to an end, so I don't know. Just the Vigil, it seems like they'll be harder to show up in the overall DC universe, just because they're a group. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how much more of them we get in the future.
Like maybe like the Authority type of thing, or like Wildcats kind of Suicide
Maybe
Squad,
some guest
Yeah.
starring.
Amanda Waller-esque.
Yeah,
Yeah.
every now and then pop
I
up.
feel like a new part of DC. I feel like because like now they could be like the Indian like response kind of thing because they don't have anything in that part of the world. Like the closest is probably Kandak, between
Yeah,
that and Russia.
Well, they had Batman Inc. and then they disbanded, so
Yeah,
get
that's
on your
true.
Bruce Wayne.
All right, we've got Howard the Duck #1 getting an insignia variant.
Let's go.
Right. I love the insignia variants, so I grab those. I am a little tweaked at this book though, for reasons. Howard the Duck getting a fucking 30th anniversary special or whatever when Luke Cage got shit on is kind of offensive to me, but whatever. Yeah, I'm still gonna grab it just for the cover. You guys picking this up?
Yeah, 100.
What?
I'm not this cover. I'm gonna get the Scotty Young, but I'm 100% picking up
The Scotty Young does look good too. Yeah.
Yeah, Scotty Young's another great one.
Mhm.
Yeah, but I just love the characters. Books are always fun. I think I like characters that are like silly, but that are also well written. And I feel like this is this one that's always been that way. Kind of like Moon Girl as well. So
Yeah.
excited.
Yeah, I'm all in for this series. It's just like your Deadpool series. They're just supposed to be fun reads. Just enjoy them, and every once in a while, that's what you need. So I'm definitely picking this up.
And is Howard the Duck stuff is that like 616 continuity or is he a different world?
Nah, he's 616.
Okay. They mentioned a new character called the Peeper. So
Oh,
I think that's like a take on the Watcher type of thing. So I don't know, there's your first appearance or whatever. So
Okay.
yeah,
I'm
something.
in.
I don't really know a whole lot about Howard the Duck. Is he a detective or something like that? So
kind of, yeah, like a private investigator.
Yeah. PI.
yeah, so
Mm-hmm.
Hold up,
I
wait a
might
minute,
just
wait a
give it a
minute.
read, see how it is. But yeah, I don't have huge hopes on this, so we'll see. how
Isn't
it
there
is.
already a Peeper? Yeah.
I mean, maybe.
There's a Morlock, I think, a Morlock from the X-Men. Its name was Peeper or something like that, right?
Wasn't there a keeper that showed up in Fantastic Four like 2 years ago or something
Oh yeah,
like that?
Maybe.
there is a Morlock or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, I know there's a fucking Morlock. So I wonder if they forgot about him. I guess so. Oh well.
They can share the name.
Right. Yeah, we've got 36 different Spider-Mans and 49
Exactly.
Batmans and whatever. it's cool. All right. Miss Marvel, New Mutant #2, Sue homage variant. I will say, first of all, I was pleasantly surprised by the first issue of this series. It was much better than I expected it to be. Now, that being said, this comic, if you're gonna grab it, I would go ahead and pick up like an extra one of this because these bubblegum covers, they always tend to hit in the aftermarket. So it's one of those things. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a bubblegum cover. Gotta grab it, right?
Yeah.
This is true. We've seen
The original one is impossible to find of this one.
Yeah, seriously.
Very expensive book. So
Did
And
you guys-
are they really only on #2? Like,
Yeah,
No,
it
this
does
has to be
seem like the
number-
first one came out fucking forever ago.
no,
also
this
'cause
has to be
it
like
has a million
#4.
covers. There's a million variants for this book, so it feels like that.
It takes her a bit.
I think it is #3.
It must be.
I think it is #3.
Yeah. Okay. Honestly, there could be another Miss Marvel series that I'm reading as well, but yeah, I thought it was a little bit past this. I've definitely read 2 issues of something involving her, so
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure I read the second issue of this one too. So I think it just, I don't know, because I copied and pasted. So I'm not sure. Maybe I guess I typoed. Yeah, whatever. Next up,
It's actually number 4.
Number 4. Okay, there we
Number
go.
4.
Thank
yeah.
you.
You're welcome.
It's like I know I read the second issue here not too long ago of this shit. So sure I did. All right, we've got the sensational She-Hulk. This is number 2. And I know Marvel's been a huge fan of the window shades variants. They've been hit or miss for me, to be honest. But this one is a fucking banger, man. I love this cover.
I did not pick this one. I will say I do buy all those. That's just my like little personal fun thing that I'm collecting. I did not pick this, but yeah, after you kind of mentioned it, it's kind of one of those fun ones, you know, sensational She-Hulk, all those kind of controversial cover. Not, I mean, this isn't
exactly.
really. I guess you could kind of call it maybe kind of mildly controversial or a little risque, but
that's where they're
yeah,
going.
I mean, all those covers that they used to have, and the interiors, it's kind of a fun little play on what they used to do. So I was getting it anyway. So yeah, no worries there for me.
This is a fun one, just like the Daredevil window shades one, where he's not even looking at the window. But, this is another fun one like that, in my opinion.
He is blind, bro. Sheik, are you grabbing the window shades variant?
No, I'm not. It is a nice cover. I honestly almost like picked it, but that was like, I bet they're gonna do this for like a few characters. So I was like,
well, they
nah.
have.
Oh, they have.
Yeah,
there you go.
done it, a lot of them.
Yeah. There's a lot of like similar. There's like they've done this for ASM as well, where it's like the shaded windows and stuff like that, but in a different way. So just like I don't know.
I will be completely honest. They almost got me initially. I was gonna do what Marvel did and jump on and grab like all of them. And then there were some other covers that luckily were coming out at the time. So I was like, okay, I think I'm gonna skip some of these, window shades. Oh, I think it was the timeless variants that were coming out around the same time. I was like, I'm gonna skip some of these window shades and just go with these other ones. And it turned out to be the better choice because now there's about 97 fucking window shade variants.
So, yeah, there's quite a bit.
Right? There's a lot. All right. So this one's kind of interesting to me. So we got American Psycho #1. This is cover K, the second chance variant. Oh, I guess it's not a second print somehow.
Is it though?
For reasons.
Is it really?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Sure it's basically
I know I've already said it a few times on this FOC show. This is just another marketing scheme. No, let's not call it a second print. Let's call it a second chance variant. Like, come on. How stupid do they think we are here?
I mean, remember when Bad Idea was doing the not first print?
Not first print. Yeah. This is it. This is just a different word. Same thing.
Also, very quickly back to the window shades. Unless I put them away, I have 23 of them in a stack. So
damn.
This kind of needs to end.
All right. Well, we've got some more American Psycho. This one is #2, the business card variant. I like the business card variants and grab these for the number. Grab it for the #1. I think I grabbed another cover for #1 too. But yeah, I mean, it's American Psycho. So,
But wasn't the first one? The first one was wasn't it a ratio like a 1 in 10 or something like that? And now the rest are open order.
Yeah,
it's kind of silly.
Yep. Yeah, it was an interesting choice to do it that way. But I mean, yeah, what can you do?
Or did they just not think that? Did they just not think that they couldn't hook enough people to buy 10 issues of it? But I mean, it is a nice little gimmick. So
I don't know. I feel like they did though, because there's a lot of those 110s out there for sure. I mean, they are going for a pretty decent price. I think they're going for like $50-$60 or some shit for like a 1 in 10. But there's actually quite a few of them out there. I mean, I don't think too many retailers slept on American Psycho.
Yeah.
So,
But then it's like, okay, if I couldn't get the 1 in 10, if I was kind of too late on the draw, and now it's a $60 cover, well, now I don't want the other ones because I can't. If I couldn't get in at a cheap price, why would I want to spend 3 times the price now on it? So it's kind of you kind of drop the ball a little bit.
True. All right. Next up, we've got G.I. Joe. This is number 301. So Skybound is obviously continuing from the IDW series. Okay. And initially, right out the gate, you see there, it's a new era for G.I. Joe. But someone's not going to make it out alive, apparently. So I guess we're going to kill a Joe in this one. Are you guys jumping on the Skybound G.I. Joe series? Are you with the tie-in to the whole Energon universe and everything? You on board with it, Marvel?
I'm not. I've kind of, G.I. Joe, Transformers, all that. I've never been into the comics. I like the movies, and like my knowledge is just from the movies, stuff like that. Like it was just kind of part of my childhood. I would watch like a few episodes like on the weekends, but I had no clue what was really going on. Type of thing. So it would just be cover bias for me type of thing. So it's a pass for me.
Gotcha. Dude, Sheik, you guys on board with it?
No, I'm just like Marvel. I grew up with it barely as a child, catching a couple episodes here and there, but it was mostly just the movies, so it's just never been a thing of mine. I'm gonna pass.
Did they have like a Mounties cartoon show or something up there?
No, but they did. I didn't watch that.
Sheik, you grabbing it?
No, I'm the same as Marvel and dude. I don't really have an attachment to the franchise. I won't be grabbing this, but I'm really happy for people that. Yeah, I'm happy for people that that's gonna keep going. It's. I don't think it's tied to the Energon universe, is it?
It's supposed
to
be
interconnected, in a way.
Yeah.
Okay. But
I'm not sure exactly. Yeah, how or when they're gonna tie them together, but I mean, okay, we'll see.
I can feel it. There's gonna be a big crossover event, next winter or something like that. I'm sure.
Right. Of course. Baker, this one is for you. We've got Spawn 347. This is the Panosian cover. Just dope Sagor cover right there. You can't go wrong with it. Gorilla Grodd, whoever you want it to be. Monsieur Mala. So Spawn's been all right for me. I think King Spawn is the one that I haven't really been feeling as much, but Spawn's been pretty good. There's Gunslinger, Scorched, and King Spawn. I feel like Gunslinger is kind of standing on its own, but the other three are kind of have intertwined sort of stories. So, are you guys reading it at all?
No, it's way too much for me. I wouldn't even know where to start.
Fair enough, dude.
No, I've made this comment before. I am so far behind on Spawn, guys. It's a little late for me. And what I need to do is just start picking up the compendiums that they have out and just going through each one of those one at a time. Eventually catch up.
That'd be a good way to do it. Or digital.
Very surprisingly, how come they don't have like an abridged version of Spawn? Like, how Marvel has, history of the Marvel Universe and stuff like that. Like it.
Yeah.
In all seriousness, like, that would be something to read, and you could expand it to maybe even make it 30 issues, like kind of condense like each issue into, oh God, how's my math? Like every issue is like a composure of like 10 issues and stuff like that. And, help people understand what's actually going on.
I say we just do a special show and have Baker on for like 6 episodes and just do Spawn through the history.
All right.
Because like it kind of seems like up my alley of like something I would enjoy reading, but I don't want to start from number one. Like I have a hard enough time reading even some things that I'm trying to read myself, like Guardians of the Galaxy, which is 20 issues. I'm not thinking about 347 issues plus miniseries and stuff like that. That's too much.
In fairness, you could probably get through about the first 100 issues of Spawn in the same amount of time it'll take you to get through the 20 issues of the fucking Guardians of the Galaxy. So, pretty quick reads. Sheik, are you grabbing Spawn?
No, but I do like this cover. It reminds me a lot of the DCA Black covers and all that stuff, so it is funny. I'm not grabbing Spawn, but I will be grabbing Spawn 350 because Spawn 350. So.
Right. Milestone.
Ooh. Did you see some of the covers for that? I'm surprised there's not more.
Yeah.
Oh, there will be. There will be. Just wait.
Yeah, there probably will be.
Baker, that's exactly what I was just going to say. If we can find them, that is.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Next, we've got Fables 162 from DC. This is the finale of the Black Forest arc. And Sheik, you'll have to give us a little bit of insight on this one.
Yeah, so I'm just getting this for the spec, really. It's a really long going series at DC, and there has been some controversy recently with the creator and whether it's ended or not. I'm sure you guys have heard about it. Either way, I think like when a series reaches this long, it's worth grabbing the last issue just because they'll be significantly lower print and just harder to find in general. So it could be like a good flip down the line.
So is this the last issue of the series then from DC?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Yeah, definitely worth looking into.
And not only that, 162 issues. Like I know my shop, I don't think I've ever seen, any issues of Fable put out there. So the fact that they're still putting it out with probably maybe 13,000 issues printed, maybe if we're lucky. So yeah, good on to them. But yeah, so back onto what Sheik was saying. So what the controversy is that now it's like open IP or something like that, so anybody could technically print Fables.
Okay.
Yeah, he basically opened.
That's what he said, but he said they're gonna sue him basically if he does that. So it's interesting to see what happens.
I don't know if they can, to be honest.
But how is that possible? I mean, like it'd be like.
They're not original characters anyway, so
yeah. Like Spider-Man is now over 50 years old. Like how could DC not create a Spider-Man line or whatnot, do their own Spider-Man title if it's over 50 years because it becomes public IP or whatever.
Well, there are certain rules that can keep it from becoming a public IP. And that's why you don't see like Spider-Man and Batman and Superman, getting that sort of treatment because there are those things that are in place that keep that from happening. But with other stuff, other characters that are not as protected, obviously you do see it happen. With this, it's just confusing because like I said, they're already not original characters. So really, what the hell could DC do about it? But I don't know. Yeah, there it is. It only becomes public if the copyright isn't renewed. So, and they're not missing a beat on copyright and fucking Spider-Man and Batman and all them. So,
okay, but then Winnie the Pooh. So, when did Disney?
Winnie the Pooh. Sorry,
but I mean, they created that bloody horror movie and. When that came up for public IP, they were all over it. So Disney knew that was they've had Winnie the Pooh for how long? Like how was that not part of their their end game plan or whatever?
But doesn't the Winnie the or that fucking horror Winnie the Pooh fall under like some kind of parody laws too? So they would kind of be protected on that side of it, I would think.
I mean, maybe, but you're using. What is the movie called? Is it actually called Winnie the Pooh?
I don't think so, but I'm not sure.
I think it's Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. I think.
Oh, really?
I think.
Oh my
so.
god! So you directly using the name, so it's not really a parody. It's like a, well, I mean, it is a parody, but you're
Yeah.
still using the name.
I wonder if that has something to do with the fact. I don't think Winnie the Pooh was actually like a Disney creation. I think somebody else created them, and like Disney.
Winnie the Pooh is Canadian, yeah, by
Yeah.
A.A. Mile.
Yeah.
So maybe,
Great
so
name.
maybe that's the thing. Somebody else didn't renew the copyright, and that's what happened. I don't know. But, yeah, I feel like we got a little sidetracked there,
So Winnie the Pooh, god damn it.
right? All right. Next up, we've got some more Spawn for you, Baker. Wake up. We've got Philadelphia 31. Wait a minute. What? Yeah, that's right. Philadelphia 31. Spawn's going to be showing up in the new arc of Philadelphia along with a
I'm
bunch
sure.
of other Image motherfuckers. And
Yeah, they mentioned Savage Dragon.
yeah,
Okay.
that's where you lost me. I'm going to be honest. I could have been sort of on board with Spawn coming in for an arc or whatever. You know, okay, sure, whatever. I guess it's an Image. You do shit like that. Savage Dragon? Why? Like,
Yeah, a little odd.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be as on board with this arc as I have been previously for Philadelphia, but I'm going to give it a fair shot. What do you think, Sheik?
Yeah, I mean, my sentiments are similar to yours. Like, from a reading point of view, it feels like a sellout. Like, it feels like they just want to cash in on some quick hype. But from
Yeah.
the spec point of view, I do like the covers. These like issues this deep into an Image series usually sell well. Like, I look at the Invincible or the Savage Dragon where they cross over with like a lot of the heroes. They're usually like $20 books or higher, or $15
Yeah.
books. So it's like, from that point of view, I'll just buy an issue because I've been reading this series like most of the way through from the last like 10 or 15 issues, and I feel like it's like a decent spec. So yeah, I'll definitely check it out. It could be a good read. Like, I don't know if it will be, but it could be.
Yeah, I mean, it has been pretty good so far, so we shall see.
Well, I think Spawn showed up in, like, wasn't it 29 or 30? Because, and that was like
I
a
think
really
that
surprise
was
cameo
just
because
a
they did.
cover.
No, I think he actually showed up,
Oh,
and
yeah.
that's why it went to second print, which hasn't happened on a Philadelphia for a while.
Yeah, that's right. He did show up.
Oh shit.
I forgot about that. But I guess that kind of leads into where they're going with this.
Yeah. But then, like, I don't really know what. I kind of know what Philadelphia is about, kind of, but then it's like, okay, if Spawn and Savage Dragon existed in this world, then where the fuck were you? You know, like, it's
Right. Yeah, where were you for the whole fucking first 30 issues? Exactly.
You know, and it's gonna be like that, you know, when we do the MCU. It's like, well, where the fuck was, you know, Cyclops and Jean Grey when you know, Loki was invading New York and shit like that? Like, where the fuck were you?
Yeah, that is the hard part.
Hawkeye
Explaining
shooting
stuff
bows and
like
arrows,
that.
like, that's gonna do shit.
Right. All right. We got two more slides for you guys. We got Geiger, Ground Zero, #1. So we're finally getting to see some more Geiger. It's been a minute. Since we've had any Geiger. And the original shit that they had was pretty good. I was definitely on board with it. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this for sure. What do you guys think? Are you on board with some more Geiger?
Yeah.
It definitely had a good start in the beginning. It had a great run all the way through. I liked all of that. I read what was the one with the robot?
Junkyard Joe.
Yeah,
Junkyard Joe. That was a good series as well. But
it was.
you know, I kind of find that they just kind of keep on expanding it, and it's not really necessary. But I think they just announced that they have their own imprint or something like that. So I think this is kind of, you know, where they're using this to kind of launch after this. So it's unnecessary, but I'll definitely read it. It was great all the way through for sure.
Yeah, it was always part of this like universe they have called, I don't know what it's called, like Tomorrowverse or whatever, something like that, where there's all these like lost historical heroes. So Junkyard Joe's one of them, and yeah, at the very end of Junkyard Joe, you see like Geiger make like a very brief appearance, and
Yep.
I did like Geiger. I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna give it at least a chance. Like, I do agree, it feels like unnecessary, but like seeing from the first issue, it was always part of the plan. And then he had those like 80-page like Geiger Giants or whatever. He had one where it was like, yeah, it was more set up for all the other characters. So like I'm invested. And then is it Ghost Machine? I think that's what it's called. The imprint. It's literally
Yeah.
just them rebranding. It was the same. It was like Mad Ghost or whatever it was before, with their imprint was the
Okay.
image, and then they just rebranded it to make it more like of their own thing, with
Yep.
more of their friends. Yeah, because it's just really his friends. And
Yeah.
yeah, I'm interested to see where it goes. Like that Rook book or whatever it's called, that looks cool too. I'll give it a chance. Like Jeff Jones always written like a decent comic, even though he's always like late. But yeah, Geiger's cool. I'll give it a chance.
Cliff on Comics, thanks for joining us.
Hey.
I'm definitely
And
on board.
it's only 2 issues, and it's $3.99.
Only 2 issues.
Yeah, that's what
Yep.
fucked me up. Is that it
Damn.
was only 2 issues. I was like, oh,
Yeah,
okay.
this is setting up the universe, I think, and then the rest of Geiger. And he said there's a new Geiger series in 2024.
Okay.
Okay, so
That's-
then why did we need to put this out then? You know, like it just feels unnecessary. And what did you need to lay out? We had the 80-page giant, then you kind of left us for a year.
Right.
Don't worry, like we're not gonna forget. Like we all know that the book has been optioned, so people won't forget.
Exactly. All right. Last but not least, we had to get one for Mr. AOA. We've got that Captain America #3, the Klein variant. I just grabbed a dope Captain America cover for AOA. That's all. I mean,
Yeah, not bad.
Right.
Not bad.
yeah, the first issue was all right. So
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm not
very
picking
nice.
it up, but nice cover.
I might grab it. I might grab this one. I like it.
Yeah. Hey,
Kinda
where
wish they-
you at?
Yeah, I kind of wish they had his shield flipped there around the other way there on it, but you know, what can you do? All right, guys. Well, we made it. That's all of them for this week.
We did her.
Finally got there. It was a lot of slides that we had this week, 27 of them.
Yeah.
You know, so not too bad, not too bad. There was actually a lot of, you know, still, you know, nice covers and stuff that are out there to take a look at and everything like that. Like I said, there's several of those fucking holiday card variants and stuff. So, you know,
Yeah,
all right,
yeah.
guys. Dude, you want to hit them with what we got coming up?
Guys, you're not going to want to miss it. We got a big fucking week coming up. Monday, we're going to be celebrating our 2-year. Yeah, that's right. 2 years as Comic Kingpins. If you guys were here last year around this time, it was a shit show. That's all.
It always is.
Describe it. You guys know how it is. You know how we do. We like to have fun. We'll have some guests on. There will be giveaways, so you will want to be in the live chat for that.
Of
So
course.
it's going to be 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. Like I said, a couple guests coming on. We do have some people contributing giveaways as well. So to all
Yes,
those
sir.
contributing, thank you so much. We're going to throw some shit out there too, guys. We're going to give away some stuff. So that's going to be a nice big show. Thursday, we're going to do a Halloween special for Show Me Your Halls. Yeah, you heard it that way.
Halloween.
What's that?
Halloween.
Halloween. Hey. Yeah, guys, we got some Halloween themed hauls that we're going to be showing off from our own collection. So that's going to be, what time is the show Monday? Sorry. 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. Just like our Thursday haul show is going to be 7 p.m., 4 p.m. Pacific on Thursday. So you guys aren't going to want to miss those shows. They're going to be a great time. And get in the spirit, guys, or like Baker said, Halloween. Exactly.
Right.
There we go. We are still making a push, guys, to 666 subs.
Yes, sir.
It's a slow climb, but we're getting there. We're getting there, you know.
We'll get there, you know.
When
Greatness
we
takes
get there,
time.
we don't care. You know how we do. We do this to hang out, to have fun, share the info that we learn with all of you guys, and maybe even learn a bit more from you guys. So we get there when we get there, but if we can get that push, guys, again, we're going to do another special show once we get there, and we're going to do more giveaways. So tell your friends, tell your parents, tell your grandmas, tell whoever.
For sure.
Got to release more shorts.
Right.
I bought some cards impulsively yesterday. I tripped and my credit card accepted the purchase. Well, I got a couple pack rips I am going to post eventually. But yeah, we will get some more shorts out there. So make sure you guys are subscribed. You know, you hit that notification bell. and you guys can see our weekly content because we're always trying to drop stuff every week, whether it's our live shows. We are getting back into the shorts again, and maybe in the future a couple of pre-recorded shows. Who knows?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Mm.
Sheik, you want to tell them what you got coming up?
Well, yeah, I can check us out on the Halloween and the anniversary on Monday. Obviously, it's going to be a great time. I don't have anything coming up for the next week or so. Just been really busy at work, but also, and then fucking Spider-Man 2 came out on PS5. So
Oh yeah, true.
it's been,
Yeah.
I've been taking up my time. So I'll probably have something soon. I do want to talk more about certain ideas about reading and characters that might pop up in like the new DC universe because
Yeah.
I feel like they're laying some they're planting some seeds in the books right now, like giving us hints at which characters they're going to focus on because there's been a lot of characters that are just popping up out of nowhere and then suddenly they're getting a lot of focus, like Power Girl, like in the last year and a half. You know what I mean? So, yeah, so it'll be fun doing something like that. But yeah, check it out, Comic Chic, and the thing I'm looking forward to the most is the Monday, the anniversary thing. So be there.
Hell yeah.
And don't worry, Baker, I got you. I will get on that. She's actually going to check it here in a little bit. So,
Perfect.
all right, guys. Well, that's the show that we got for you this week. We appreciate you joining us, and we are out of here. Later, guys.
Doses.
Later.
Thanks,
Peace.
guys.